This is The Post Up with DJ Trice. I'm running my mouth on everything hot in sports, news, drama, and whatever is blowing up the timeline. Let's get into it. Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Post Up. You already know me. I go by the name of DJ Trice, and I stay posted up right here running my mouth about sports. Y'all, we made it to a new week, okay? I know I told y'all that my posting cadence would be different, but hear me out. I opened this new studio, and as you can see, if you watching in video, behind me is all disheveled. I got to get painters. I had new lights come in. Shouts out to Wayfair for hooking me up with some stuff, and I'll be showing you that on my social media as I kind of build this thing out, but the first of the year kind of hit me. I'm renegotiating new contracts. I still got a job, so I'm working. I mean, everything is going crazy. Plus, Unrivaled started. So that's really where I've been mostly. If you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have been live streaming each game. We just be on there talking. One time it was like 300 people in there. Y'all, these are new people. I'm meeting new people on the internet, and I hope to meet you there as well. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. This episode is all about Unrivaled because I'm now realizing Unrivaled breaks in the week is Wednesday. So this technically should be a Wednesday episode, but I missed my Monday episode, and that needs to talk about college basketball. So I'm just flip-flopping those two today. It'll be all good next week, okay? I have my ducks better in a row. I will better spend my weekend not working on all of this stuff, but preparing for that. So the new cadence for 2026 is going to be March Madness, women's basketball on Mondays. Wednesdays is going to be for the women. That's going to be Unrivaled. And Friday is going to be Freestyle Friday, where I get to talk about any and everything that I want to talk about, which probably won't be the NBA because that do not get excited until after March Madness. But rock with me, okay? Turn the little notification bell on, follow, share, all the same things. Unrivaled week 1 did not disappoint, y'all. There were so many things that happened, so many new players that we saw on new different teams. De'Erica Hamby beat the Unrivaled point record. She scored 40 points and 10 rebounds, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. But the easiest format for this show today is probably to go what I think about each team from top to bottom. So we're going to go with the team that's completely undefeated first and work our way all the way down to the bottom. I'll go through my highlights. Make sure you are tuning in. Unrivaled is on TNT and True TV. And if you miss those, then it's on HBO Max. If you are international and you are listening to this outside of the United States of America, you only can watch Unrivaled on YouTube. Okay, let's jump right into the first team. Team Rose, the reigning champions from last year, have come back and are undefeated, y'all. This has been a good time watching them. Even though they don't have the same players, they are really finding the flow, finding the rhythm, and Chelsea Gray is the star of that team, okay? Y'all know I love Azurá Stevens and Coach Nolan Henry. Y'all seen them all over the channel and everything, but Chelsea Gray is a whole nother beast in 3-on-3. There was times where she wasn't even having a great game, but when it came down to that winning point, the point God showed up. Her passing, her defense, all of it. Team Rose clearly has an advantage by having Chelsea Gray on the roster. Another standout player has been Suge Sutton, y'all. Suge Sutton has been doing her thing. The points have been quiet, but the defense and passing the ball around have really been helping. Curly-headed Shakira Austin. She really didn't have a breakout game until that third game was her first game where she really started to find that flow, but I'm liking how she is playing. She playing fiery. She's playing inspired basketball. As long as she can stay out of the fouling game, control her emotions, that controlled aggression, and just score in the paint, nobody's stopping Shakira Austin. Her body, her build, everything was completely made for this. And even Lexie Hull has been doing her thing. Traditionally a spot shooter, a little bit of a role player, but she knows how to play her role on Team Rose. She's also had some good defensive moments. So Team Rose is at the top. It's looking like they might run it back based off the chemistry that they got and the way that they've played in them first 3 games. Team Rose in first place. Team Breeze is 2-1. Y'all know this is who I have to win the whole thing. I am betting on the young guns for this, okay? This is the youngest team in Unrivaled, starring Paige Bueckers, Rickea Jackson, Kate Money Martin, Dominique Malunga. Who else on there? Erin McDonald, but she's injured. Cameron Brink. Can't forget Cameron Brink. So the team has been playing really well together. Paige Bueckers hasn't been a huge offensive push each time, but what she has been doing is passing that ball, okay? 6-7 assists each game. Dominique Malunga has been a real force in the paint, and that's not even counting some of the easy ones she's missed. I know there's a lot of shots that she already has taken that she wish she could get back, especially those touches inside of the rim. They do a really good job of like drawing defense over to Paige Bueckers and then passing down into the paint for Dominique Malunga. Still waiting on her to dunk. She ain't got it yet. I am very, very impressed with Cameron Brink. Her offense is really showing. That third game, she was more offensively aggressive than she's been in any games that I've seen her play in the professional leagues. Now, I think the first two games, she was messing around with that mask, okay? The first mask is different from the second game mask, and then one time the mask came out, she still got hit in her face, and I don't think the mask helped, but I think she's finding her flow. She's finally getting in there, and I'm excited to see more offense and defense from Cam. She did have a nasty block that just, chef's kiss. You want to see a lot of those. We are seeing a lot of blocks in 3-on-3, and you will continue to see that because you got to play defense. It keeps you honest, all right? Now, Kate Money Martin has been doing her thing, not just on the three-pointers like we've been seeing her with her teams that she play with, because she do be out on the arc a lot, but she has been drawing fouls, being aggressive, playing great defense. Rickea Jackson, same thing. Off the dribble, I'm just enjoying watching her take over. She has a bigger role. I would say she's the number 2 option for this team because Paige Bueckers is bringing the ball up. More than likely, they're giving it to Rickea for her to make something happen in the offense, and she has not disappointed. She has been really poised. She's playing at the speed of her game. She's not taking a bunch of wild shots, but she's also being effective from that three-point line in the paint, that mid-range. You can tell she has worked on her bag. I'm excited to see how many more teams Breeze can upset with just their effort, their will to play, their will to win, finding it out. Noelle Quinn, the coach, I'm liking seeing her. Now, she did coach Dominique Malunga while she was at Seattle for the Seattle Storm. But other than that, these are all new players for her. I'm excited for her to have that opportunity, even though she's not a coach in the WNBA right now. We don't know if another franchise is going to pick her up, but it's been a joy watching Noelle Quinn and these Breeze really just play. Undoubtedly the most watched games on my live stream. People are pulling up for Paige Bueckers. They're betting on the Breeze. So if you have a chance to catch a game, chances are there'll be a lot of people watching with you. In third place, we have Team Phantom, who's also 2-1. Ghost Gang has been turning it up. Kelsey Plum is on this team, and y'all know how much of a KP fan that I am. But the team has really rallied around just collective playing, really, and that's how they are in third place. The team features Kelsey Plum, Dana Evans, who's injured, Satu Sabali injured, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Cloud, Kiki Iriafin, and Tiffany Tip Hayes, okay? They have been balling. Kiki Iriafin just recently had her breakout game in that last game, and she talks about her team, you know, really relying on her to like turn it up on offense and defense, both sides of the ball. She's been doing her thing. Tip Harris, I mean, she got the grills in playing. There's so many good things that's happening here. You know, she's a seasoned vet who's always going to get a bucket. But playing with this team has really, I think, challenged her to play around with different styles of play. Natasha Cloud is fast. She's beating everybody off the dribble. Same with KP. It seemed, too, like KP was going to break that scoring record, but De'Erica Hamby actually beat her to it. There was a game when she scored 30-some points. She's really being the leader that we know she is. She's good at ISO. She's bringing that ball up, and you know them moments when KP not going to pass. We know them moments, but she's hitting from the mid-range. She's making smart shots. She's drawing fouls. She was even talking crap about Aaliyah Boston in the interview, post-game interview. They asked her what it was like to play with Aaliyah Boston, and she's like, you know, I've been complaining about moving screens all year, and here I am. And Aaliyah kind of looked at her like, girl, you going to throw shade at me and we won? I love that from the both of them because Aaliyah do be moving her feet on them screens, okay? A lot of y'all in the comments are saying you don't like the way that Aaliyah Boston plays. She seems like a dirty player. What I think is she's figured out how to move her body and stay within the parameters of what is called a foul and what is not called a foul. So you be seeing her move a lot. They do be calling some offensive fouls on her, but body to body, she done got stronger. So if you coming at her in that paint, you're going to have to put your body on her. As well as her footwork is just really, really good. In this 3-on-3 model, she's used to playing on a team where they just throwing that long lob pass into the paint for her, grabbing that ball and putting it up quick. I mean, she's not even putting it down for a dribble, bringing it down here to gather. No, she's catching the ball and just taking it and putting it back up. Really hard to defend those shots. One, you can't time it. Two, it's already high up in the air. So if you on the ground and you looking up at it in the air, most likely too little, too late there. Who else do I want to talk about from this team? This coach, Rickea Hodges, I didn't really know much about Rickea, but I've been doing some research, and it looked like she gonna get a head coaching job soon. Rickea know what she doing. I like that intense face that she be having, but she out of the timeout, she's really drawing up some great plays to focus on what strengths her team has and how they can effectively score. So looking forward to more Phantom play. I told my chat that I thought they was gonna win the last game, and they absolutely did. So I'm glad they pulled out that game. I don't know how many more games I'm gonna be betting on them, but hey, Phantom Gang is keeping up with the rest of the teams, actually playing a lot better than most of the teams. Currently in fourth, we have another 2-1 team, and that is the Misties. I think y'all are underachieving a little bit. Alicia Gray is really showing up for that team and leading and scoring points and being the offensive push. Veronica Burton is really leading on the defensive tip, on the hustle tip. But everybody else, I think they could step it up a bit. Rickea Agubawale has been playing okay, but this is her style of basketball. This 3-off-3, beat them off the dribble, ISO, you get a bucket, find a bucket kind of basketball is what she does best, and I just don't think we've seen the best of her just yet in these first 3 games. Same thing goes for Lee Yuru. Lee Yuru, I think is just getting comfortable here in Unrivaled, but even how she played in China, how she played for the Sparks, she can hit a 3. She can be dominating the paint. I just don't think we've seen a whole bunch of that, even though she had a really good game a couple games ago. Brianna Stewart, I think she needs to do better as a team captain. I think she should be doing what Alicia Gray is doing, and this is just my personal opinion. We aren't seeing her make a lot of these easy buckets. There's a lot of times where I'm like, girl, I know you want that shot back. Are you tired? What's going on here? She did hit a game winner in one of the games, but she wasn't having a great game and kind of took over at the end of the game to make things happen. So looking forward to seeing more of Brianna Stewart. Elena Smith has had a couple block shots and like defensive moments, but to be honest, this so far has been the Alicia Gray show on the offense and the Veronica Burton show on defense. I want to see more from the Mist if I'm going to believe that they are going to be in the top half of the bracket going into the playoffs. In fifth place is the Laces, and here's another team that's like, okay, maybe failure to start a little bit at the beginning. I'm waiting for the stars to really get warmed up. Alyssa Thomas is a double-double queen. She's had a double-double here in these first couple games, but I'm really looking for the cohesiveness and really just a consistency to tie it all together for them to really lock in these wins. There were some games that they were playing where I'm like, I know with this star power that they should be really leading, and I don't think they've really hit that stride yet. Same thing with Jackie Young. Jackie Young has been Jackie Young, but not really the one that we're used to seeing. You can tell that she's stepping into a leadership role with this team, and she's trying to maybe play shared basketball, but girl, you are a star. You are the star. Girl, get up on here and score them points, okay? That's more of the Jackie Young we want to see. I know that championship mentality is going to kick in, so I'm not going to give them a hard time here. But so far, offensively, boy, has this been the slim show. Brittany Sykes is showing them why she was on rolls last year and how she plans to drag the Laces into the championship conversation. My girl can't miss from three-pointer, okay? From three-point land. She can't miss a three-pointer. She be doing all the things that I honestly thought Jackie Young would be doing. But again, it's a balance of stars. You're mixing things up, not being too harsh on anybody. I just don't think this team has figured out a way to play well together yet. Same with bringing Naz Hillman in, right? You got to get Naz Hillman involved in order for the team to be successful. You can't have these long runs where like the rotation is weird and now the lead that you've built, you're now losing because you have this weird rotation in. I want to see more of Jordan Canada and Naz Hillman working together on that second unit to kind of bring things together. Jordan Canada is a 3-on-3 hooper. Fast. Beating people to the paint. She gonna get that layup. She gonna sacrifice her body. She's gonna hustle. So I want them to use her more in those spaces and places for it to really, really come through. Maddie Siegrist, I was going to say that she wasn't warming up, but in that last game that she just played, she was hitting the threes, she was hitting the mid-range, she was getting rebounds. We got to rebound on this team in order to continue to get those stops, to get the offensive pushes that we really need to. Something tells me that after this next week of Unrivaled, Laces is going to be much higher up on the list. So I'll keep my commentary at that. But I think that's what we got to do. Andrew Wade, I don't know yet. We'll talk about it next week. Vinyl Basketball Club is currently in 6th place, and I know for sure they're going to move up. Now, they played for the championship against the Rose last year, and one of the games that they dropped was to the Rose. It was like Chelsea Gray just took over the game and they lost. So they really were already leading and should have locked down that game much faster, but Chelsea Gray spoiled the game for them, to be quite honest. Now, this last game, De'Erica Hamby, again, 40 points, 10 rebounds. I expect for her to fully bring her team back up to where they were. Ryan Howard hasn't been playing like she's been playing, and we know she can play. So I think we got some time on Vinyl. I think those first 2 games that they dropped were they didn't really need to drop them. Same thing, E-Weezy, her whole family down there in Miami, I expect her to show out. Erica Wheeler is really gonna pull it up. Brittany Griner, I don't know what's really happening with Unrivaled. She ain't really playing too many minutes. The rotations and stuff that she come in be cool. She'll score like 5 or 6 points, but girl, you taller. You taller than everybody. I don't understand why they don't camp BG out in the paint and just toss it up. That's what I would be doing. But again, I'm not hooping like that. So, hey, Ray Burrell is doing her thing. I think we will completely continue to see her athleticism. She had a great tip dunk on the first game, grabbed the rim after she did the real easy lay-in, but was above the rim, believe you me. So I'm expecting to see more from her. Courtney Williams hasn't been really playing like Courtney either. She's hit a lot of those mid-range shots, but she's really not controlling the ball and doing as much as we know that she could do. So this team will probably be in 4th place after next week. For sure. I think they're going to at least take 2 wins over the weekend, and we'll be having a whole nother conversation about it. Coach Teresa Witherspoon has a good handle on it. I just think those first couple of games, they were kind of slow, sluggish, fatigued, which most teams were, but they lost the games and the other teams won. That's the only difference here. So Vinyl conditionally in 6th place, but we'll see them move up the ranks pretty quick. In 7th place, we have a new club, Hive Basketball Club, and oh my God, we in trouble, Mr. Postman. They have to figure out something. Coach Arena, I'm not sure what you was thinking about when you was drafting these people. I know it's a new club. There was some things and some people not available, but let's talk about some positives first. Sanaya Rivers, her defense is impeccable. She's the only thing that's keeping them in the game most times because she locking them up on defense. She blocking, she getting good rebounds, boxing out. There's just nothing she hasn't done. Now, the only thing is that she missing a lot of open shots. So that offensive side of Sanaya Rivers, we haven't really seen capitalized on yet. We haven't seen those shots really fall like that. But defensively, she's doing her thing. Now, Monique Billings, opposite, right? Monique Billings is on the Golden State Valkyries in the WNBA. I got a lot of respect for Mo Billings. I think she's a hooper. She's been offensively doing the things for the team, to be quite honest. Easy baskets, making sure that she's rim running, defense on one side, taking it into the paint on the other side. Like Monique Billings is really what has been one of their scoring engines so far. But you only can take that so far if the rest of the team is not really playing cohesively. Sonia Citron, she's playing well. She's playing hard. She's doing those things offensively, but she's not getting as many touches, I think, that she needs to get, and it's not being capitalized as much. BG knocked her right out the air the other day. And I'm not saying that, BG ain't knocking everybody out the air. It's just we really need Sonia and I think Sanaya to really have more of some chemistry with the youth and pushing the pace in order to speed up the scoring. It was one game they played at the end of the first quarter, it was like 15-17. I'm like, what? Who the hell want to watch this slow-ass game? So I think the Hive got some refiguring to do. Now, Kelsey Mitchell is Kelsey Mitchell. This is like Kelsey Mitchell when she was on the Indiana Fever and ain't had nobody around her before Caitlin Clark and them got there. That's looking like what this is. So she used to carrying, she used to doing her thing, but it is only so much that you can do there. So Kelsey Mitchell, Monique Billings, Sanaya Rivers have really been the offensive push there. And it's just not enough when you're going against these huge superpowers on these other teams. Again, this is basically a Champions League for the WNBA. So while all these players are doing, giving their earnest contribution, if everybody's not contributing something in this in sync, it's tough. Natisha Heidemann hasn't found her flow yet. She just got her jersey retired at Marquette. I think she's one of the first women's basketball players to get her jersey retired at Marquette. So now that she hit that hump, both of the stud buds ain't really been doing what we know that they can do. So I'm excited to see them play a little bit more. Y'all got to be fast. You got to be tenacious guards. You got to get in there and get that ball into the paint in order to translate into that 3-on-3 model. Who I miss? Ezzy Magnagor. Ezzy, baby, not yet. I don't know. Raise the level of play. More rebounds, more scoring, more defense. Got to be faster. That's just a little bit there. Rena, I know you got your work cut out for you, but hopefully this week in practice, you can figure out a strategy to work all on what these specific people have as positive attributes, okay? These people, you already got who you got. People talking about trades and all of it. Listen, you got who you got. Figure out how you could positively beat the other teams because size is lacking in size. The only two bigs for real are Ezzy and Mo. And Mo is a 4. Ezzy's a 5, but they are usually undersized in all of the matchups, which really contributes to them not playing well. So looking forward to seeing how High figures it out. But right now they looking like they're going to finish at the bottom. I mean, last team. In last place, and I'm not sure how they finished under the Hive, the Lunar Owls, y'all. They need Skylar Diggins so bad. This team would be different. They would be a middle-of-the-pack team with Skylar Diggins. Now, she's been coaching from the sidelines, and I don't know when she's going to join the roster and play, but boy, do they need her bad. Right now, it's just the Marina Mabry show. Marina Mabry is their first, second, and third, and final offer. Everybody else is also Fee is not playing for the season. Let me just go through the roster. But Marina Mabry has been doing her thing on offense, defense. If she can't get her way, she gonna crash out. When she playing good, she gonna crash out. When anybody says anything to her, crash out. Get a foul, crash out. She gonna crash out. Okay. People are telling me she's from New Jersey, and that's it. That's it. She got crash out at her core. So I don't really know. I'm excited to see what her and Skylar Diggins gonna do together, because then it's gonna be like a co-crash out. Okay. They need much more help, but Marina Mabry's holding it down. That's why she's at the top of most of the Unrivaled individual stats, is because she's the only thing that's happening right now over there. Beck Allen, baby girl. And I'm not meaning to be funny or offensive. I am meaning to be funny, of course, because I'm hilarious, but not meaning to be offensive because all of these are pros and are very good players, but it's a bunch of role players on this team. Beck Allen, if you're not going to be offensive, you got to be defensive. She ain't been either one yet. So we waiting on Beck Allen. Aaliyah Edwards has started to turn up. She said that her team, and she was talking to Skylar, that last game she played really well on both sides of the ball. She's going to be her and Mabry are the leaders so far from what we got. Skylar, like I said, she is injured on the injured list. She's coming back. Don't know when, but oh God, please. Timi Fekbenle, do the thing. Girl, do the thing. She's not doing the thing yet. She's missing a lot. A lot of layups, missing a lot of rebounds. Just contribute. If she starts to contribute, maybe this is a turnaround. Rachel Banham. Banham with the braids. I don't know if she should even be over here. I don't even know if she should be over here at the Unrivaled. I would have rather seen Haley Van Lith in this spot because she at least has played 3-on-3 on the Olympic level. I looked into Rachel Banham's background because I didn't know she had even been in the league for 9 years. I said, what? Again, good role player for her team. Spot shooter. Go stand in the corner, wait for me to pass you the ball. You get the ball and you shoot that thing, and that's how it go. That is what she is cut, the cloth she is cut from. You got to defend. You got to do all of this. She's getting left behind. So I don't know. She's holding her and Beck Allen are holding that team down like an anchor. They just sink into the bottom of the Unrivaled ocean until they contribute. When they start contributing, it'll be different. You know, maybe this was just a rusty week. Somebody had to be on the bottom. So, you know, that's just how it goes. But Skylar Diggins looked disgusted on the sidelines. Disgusted. Marina Mabry fouled out the last game. She said, oh, whatever. So she can't have 32 points, 35 points, and then 6 fouls, and then just lead the game. You know, we need everybody to rally together. DJ Sackman, I know you got Coach of the Year last year. You about to prove that. You about to have to prove that, because I don't know how you going to bring this team back from the depths of what they at, but you got to at least be better than Hive. That team is a catastrophe, okay? You can be better than that, okay? So I'm excited to see what the Lunar Owls can do. And honestly, they're one of these teams that they're an underdog that you're hoping can overcome. You hope they could get better than this, because watching them games, whoo-wee, the only team it look like they could beat right now is the Hive. Truthfully, but they 0-3. They ain't beat nobody yet. So we'll see what week 2 has in store for us. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Post Up. You already know me. I go by the name of DJ Trice, and I stay posted up right here, running my mouth about sports. Make sure you follow me on social media at DJ Trice. That's at DJ Trice. If you're loving the Unrivaled coverage, there's much more where that came from on my YouTube channel. Again, I'll be live, just having watch parties. We be chilling and talking on my YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to me there. Same username at DJ Trice, at DJ Trice. Y'all, there will be another episode dropping. 2 more episodes dropping this week. So make sure you keep it locked in with me here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, that's a wrap on The Post Up. I ran my mouth, said what I said, and now it's your turn. Drop a comment, share it, and come back tomorrow, because I'm not done talking. And make sure you follow me on social media at DJ Trice. That's at DJ Trice. I'll be posted up here, y'all.